I'm sure lots to talk about, but what stands out to you is most impressive with this win?
Odorizzi. We've been looking for good starts, guys to get us deeper. Gibby did a nice job in New York, and to get another one today, pitch count was down. He started, searching a little bit there in a couple innings, but he kept finding ways to get out of it. So that was a huge part of it, enabling us to get to Duke and Reed and eventually Rodney. So it feels really good to win a game. It's hard. Sometimes these things they build that momentum in the wrong direction, and you got to find a way to stymie it. It's only one game, but it's nice to have that streak put behind us.
With Jake, was it something you saw with his mechanics in the mound that was better than the last couple of starts?
No, New York was a tough night to pitch, good lineup, tough conditions. Mostly he's been, he's gone out there and done a good job for us. And I thought today would be a good day matchup-wise, and you could tell he had his command early. The split was working. Didn't use his curveball much. The first one he threw got hit over the fence. It was kind of a get-me-over pitch. But that was it. That was all he gave up.
Ninth inning, I know closers like to make it interesting. Rodney, a typical closer. What were you thinking when two guys were on?
Well, it was a combination. You're trying to find a way to win a game. It's been 9 days or whatever. And, Fernando can have traffic at times. He's actually been throwing it over pretty well. That hasn't been the issue. But then we get the couple of walks today, and then we got to navigate. And, thankfully, somehow we got those 3 outs, and we could shake hands. It's been a while.
How much these guys really need this just to get that, I don't say monkey off their back, but I know you tend to doubt things when things don't go right, and they needed this one, didn't they?
Well, the mind's powerful. The things that can creep in, you look for the mental toughness that it takes, because there's adversity that's going to come. We talked a lot about not having a routine and all that, but that's kind of how you get your character built up, by finding ways to get through it when it's not your normal routine, because it's not always going to be that way.
Mitch Garver doesn't play all the time, but boy, to come in and get a double and a home run aside from what he did behind the plate, it's got to make you feel good about him.
He had a nice day with Jake. I thought he did a good job, helping get through and executing the plan. And offensively, the double down the right field line, then he really turned down that homer, which gave us a little bit of room there. Not a lot, but it certainly helped, especially with those last couple innings, the way they unfolded.
I talked about this before the game. Can you recap Buxton's status and what he's going through?
Yeah, well, we were concerned when the discomfort continued in Florida. We got him back. We ran some more tests. Shows a hairline fracture in the big toe on the left foot. And again, we're just going to kind of monitor what his activity can be and how it increases day to day, and probably have a better feel of timetable by the time we get to the end of the homestand.
Well, Odorizzi's one of those guys that even if the curveball isn't where he wants it to be, he can still figure out a way to get you 6 innings, right?
Well, yeah, it helps when you got a pretty large mix to go to. Use the slider a lot more than the curve today, combined with the split. But he still was able to use the top of the zone with his fastball, I think, which made that other stuff effective. But didn't see a lot of curveballs. Whether he shied away from it after the homer, I'm not sure. But maybe he was trusting his other pitches.